What's the difference between trading pawns and pieces? Have you ever wondered what it really means to trade pawns versus trading pieces in chess? These two actions are fundamental to the game, and understanding them can greatly improve your strategy. Let's break it down in a simple way. First, let's clarify what we mean by pieces and pawns. In chess, pieces include knights, bishops, rooks, and queens. Pawns are the smallest units on the board. They move and capture differently than the larger pieces. The king is not included in trading since it cannot be captured. When we talk about trading pieces, we mean exchanging one of your pieces for one of your opponent's pieces. For instance, if your knight captures an opponent's bishop, and then that knight is taken in return, that is a piece trade. Trading pieces can simplify the game. If you are ahead in material, trading pieces can be a smart move. It reduces your opponent's chances to counterattack and makes it harder for them to recover. Now let's look at trading pawns. This means exchanging one of your pawns for an opponent's pawn. For example, if your pawn captures an opponent's pawn and is then captured back, that is a pawn trade. Trading pawns can open lines for your pieces and create passed pawns. However, if you trade too many pawns, you might end up with a droish endgame where both sides have few pawns left. There are some key differences between these two types of trades. Trading pieces often reduces the complexity of the game. It can make it easier for you to convert a material advantage into a win. On the other hand, trading pawns can change the board's structure. It can open or close files and affect how your pieces move. Another important point is the impact on the endgame. If you trade most of your pieces, you might reach a stage where your pawns and king become more important. If you trade many pawns, the endgame can become very droish, especially if both players have only a few pawns left. Activity and coordination also matter. If you trade your most active pieces, you could end up with passive pieces, which is not ideal. Similarly, trading pawns can sometimes help your opponent by opening lines for their pieces or creating weaknesses in your pawn structure. Finally, consider your material advantage. If you are ahead in pieces, trading them is usually a good idea. But if you are ahead in pawns, trading them can sometimes make it harder to win, as your opponent's pieces may become more powerful. So, when you think about trading pawns versus trading pieces, always ask yourself what you gain or lose. Will the trade simplify the position or reduce your opponent's options? Or could it help your opponent by opening lines or making the endgame more droish? Understanding these differences is key to making better decisions in your chess games.